If you place your fingertip exactly between your eyes, you will be pointing to the pineal gland, approximately the size of a seed and located exactly in the center of the brain, between its two hemispheres. This gland plays a central role in regulating the biological cycles of the body, not only of us humans, but of many other animals. Science still does not have full knowledge of its power and function, but it is known that it carries a strong connection with the spiritual dimension of the being. Imagining that inside our brain there is a small gland that acts as a portal that connects the physical plane with the spiritual world is fascinating, to say the least. Many say that this portal is the main key to accessing other dimensions and to a connection with the universe. Put like this, it seems simple, but in reality it is a complex subject that we still barely understand. This gland is a small and mysterious structure that, according to ancient traditions and current research, has much more power than we can imagine. But how can something so small influence our spirituality so much? In this video, we will learn about the fascinating mystery surrounding the pineal gland and understand its deep connection to spirituality. We will talk about what this gland is and why so many ancient cultures believed it to be the gateway to the soul. We will also discuss how the pineal gland can influence our spiritual practices, such as meditation, and even our connection with the universe. And of course, we will also talk about practical ways to activate and care for it, so that you can experience this connection with the spiritual plane in your own life. I hope you are prepared, because if you have never heard of this subject, you will be surprised and impressed. It will be a balm for your self-knowledge and expansion of your consciousness. The pineal gland, despite its small size, is seen as one of the most intriguing and powerful structures in the human body. Located in the center of the brain, between the hemispheres, it has fascinated both science and spiritual traditions over the centuries. Its shape, similar to a small pine cone, inspired its name, derived from the Latin pineae. However, this simple appearance hides an extremely important role for the connection of the physical body with the higher dimensions. From a biological point of view, the pineal gland is mainly known for producing melatonin, a hormone naturally released by our body. Melatonin is activated when there is no light stimulation, that is, at night, inducing sleep. In other words, the pineal gland regulates our sleep and wake cycles and helps adjust our internal clock. But this function is just a small detail when it comes to the pineal gland. In spiritual traditions, it means much more than that. It is known as the third eye, a center of perception of our body that transcends the physical world. The pineal gland does not only produce melatonin, it is also responsible for the secretion of serotonin, a neurotransmitter hormone responsible for establishing communication between neurons, acting in the regulation of mood, sleep, appetite, the digestive system, body temperature, among others. When serotonin production decreases, the person experiences increasing peace of mind, reaching states of heightened awareness and intense inner happiness until they feel totally integrated with creation. Due to the extreme sensitivity of the pineal gland to light, its secretion of melatonin during the night is much greater than that of serotonin. This produces a state of deep relaxation in the body and mind, making the person feel sleepy. During the day, exactly the opposite occurs. The amount of melatonin decreases and that of serotonin increases, causing a state of intense activity. In short, the pineal gland produces serotonin when we need to wake up, activating our body for daily activities, and produces melatonin when we are preparing to sleep and rest. Another relevant point about the pineal gland is the way it connects to our sleep and wake cycles, known as the circadian cycle, the name given to our biological clock. When the cycles of our biological clock are in balance, our mind becomes calmer and more receptive, which is essential for achieving deep meditative states. The most important manifestation of pineal gland dysfunction is a change in the circadian rhythm. The main symptoms are insomnia, reduced sleep time and quality, and nighttime awakenings. Therefore, taking good care of the pineal gland can greatly improve the quality of some spiritual practices. The pineal gland prepares our body for sleep, and this natural process is essential to ensure that we have a deep and restful sleep. Any interruption in the production of melatonin, such as excessive exposure to artificial light at night, can lead to these sleep disorders. In addition to regulating sleep, the pineal gland is also closely linked to the experience of lucid dreams. Having a lucid dream is nothing more than being aware of the fact that you are dreaming. This awareness can range from a slight recognition that you are dreaming to being able to control and interact with the events that occur in the dream. Lucid dreams usually occur while a person is in the middle of a normal dream and suddenly realizes that they are dreaming. This fascinating experience is often associated with the activation of the pineal gland, which during sleep can enter a state of heightened activity, facilitating access to deeper levels of consciousness. These dreams are often more bizarre and emotional than normal dreams. Ancient civilizations, such as the Egyptians, Hindus, and Tibetans, viewed the pineal gland as the core of the soul or higher consciousness. An interesting example is the Eye of Horus, which the ancient Egyptians and many scholars believed to be a symbolic representation of the pineal gland, reinforcing its importance in the vision of spirituality. The idea that the pineal gland is like a portal to the spiritual world gains strength due to its ability to bring not only light, but also darkness, which many interpret as a metaphor for spiritual enlightenment and the awakening of consciousness. When the pineal gland is activated, it is believed that it allows us to see beyond the physical world, opening a portal that stimulates intuition, clairvoyance, and connection with the divine. It is as if it were an inner eye that sees beyond the limitations of the material world, accessing higher dimensions of existence. Although science still has much to discover about the true potential of this gland, some initial studies suggest that it contains apatite crystals, which have properties that can generate electricity when subjected to pressure. Some theorists speculate that these crystals could help capture electromagnetic frequencies, which may explain some of the spiritual experiences associated with the pineal gland. The influence of the pineal gland on spiritual practices is a topic that attracts attention from those seeking to better understand the role of this small gland in our lives. Known as the third eye or eye of the mind, the pineal gland is seen as a spiritual center that can be activated through meditation and other spiritual practices. During meditation, for example, many believe that focusing on the point between the eyebrows, the area associated with the third eye, can stimulate the pineal gland, opening the mind to higher vibrational states of consciousness. When activated, this gland seems to have the power to expand our perception of reality, allowing access to other spiritual dimensions. This can bring a deep sense of peace, mental clarity, and even mystical experiences, such as visions or a sense of connection with the universe. In addition to meditation, the pineal gland is fundamental in practices such as yoga. The goal is to align the chakras, the energy centers of the body, and awaken the kundalini, a spiritual energy located at the base of the spine. When this energy rises through the chakras and reaches the third eye, many spiritual traditions believe that it represents an opening to higher perception and a direct connection with the divine. Science is still unraveling the mysteries of the pineal gland, but some scientists believe that its unique properties actually allow access to this divine knowledge. Spiritual practices, such as meditation focused on the third eye, seek to activate this gland to reach a much higher state of consciousness. In addition, taking care of the health of the pineal gland through healthy habits such as a good diet and adequate exposure to sunlight can enhance this connection with the universe. Therefore, the influence of the pineal gland in spiritual practices goes beyond the connection with the spiritual world. It also harmonizes body, mind, and spirit, creating a solid foundation for our self-knowledge and spiritual evolution. This small gland, considered our third eye, is associated with a center of higher perception. When activated, it is possible to feel a sense of unity with the cosmos, where the perception of the self dissolves and a deep interconnection with everything around us emerges. This connection is not just about feeling part of something greater. It can also be a valuable source of wisdom and inspiration. It is believed that by awakening this gland, we can expand our perception and enter higher dimensions of existence. This opens the door to spiritual experiences, where understanding and comprehension of ourselves and the universe around us become more evident. It is not just a mystical experience, but a true opportunity for growth and transformation. By understanding the role of the pineal gland, we become more able to develop a sensitivity that can guide us and provide moments of clarity, peace, and understanding of our true essence. It is like opening a door to a new world, where the physical and the spiritual meet and intertwine. Some people who experience pineal gland activation report moments of profound clarity, as if they had access to a greater truth. These moments of enlightenment or expansion of consciousness bring an intuitive understanding of the laws that govern the universe, revealing the true meaning of existence. Furthermore, the pineal gland is often associated with the ability to perceive higher vibrational frequencies, which may explain why some people, when activating it, feel that they are in tune with the energy of the cosmos. These frequencies can manifest as lights, sounds, or even as a sensation of vibration, providing a sense of peace and harmony with the universe. This connection with the universe can be interpreted in many ways, and one of them is the idea that the pineal gland allows us to access a collective consciousness or a universal mind. By activating it, many believe that it is possible to connect with this collective consciousness, receiving information and insights that are beyond what we normally understand. It is as if we have a direct channel to a source of infinite wisdom capable of illuminating our minds. When we are in tune with this universal energy, we can find answers to questions that previously seemed unsolvable. Our intuition becomes sharper, and our decisions become more in line with our life purpose. It is as if activating the pineal gland allows us to enter a world where knowledge is unlimited and accessible to all. In addition, we feel greater empathy, compassion, and understanding for others, recognizing that we are all interconnected by this universal energy. This understanding can transform the way we see the world and the way we relate to it, bringing more balance and harmony to our lives. Exploring this spiritual dimension can be transformative. Each step in this direction brings us closer to a clearer understanding of our role in the world. Many people report experiences of heightened intuition or even premonitions during meditations and other spiritual practices. This confirms that the pineal gland is not just another part of the brain. It acts as a true spiritual antenna. These events remind us that we are not alone, but that we are part of a vast and interconnected universe. Activating and caring for the pineal gland is a process that involves adopting lifestyle habits that promote the health of this small but powerful gland. Since the pineal gland, or third eye, is considered a link to higher perceptions, keeping it in a balanced state can be essential for those seeking to expand their consciousness and strengthen their connection with the world of spirituality. It is important to remember that this activation does not occur automatically. It requires a daily commitment to practices that promote the proper functioning of the pineal gland, such as a balanced diet, good quality sleep, and meditation. The more we dedicate ourselves to these practices, the more evident our ability to access higher perceptions becomes. Before we talk about how to decalcify the pineal gland, it is necessary to make it clear that this is a process that can be dangerous and disturbing. Fear and apprehension are usually related to concerns about possible experiences with the spirit world, as decalcification can open your vision to intense or unknown spiritual experiences. This can be really scary for those who are not prepared. In addition, there is concern about the effectiveness of decalcification methods and the impact on general well-being. Some people fear that practices to decalcify the pineal gland may not work or may even cause adverse effects, such as imbalances in the body or mind. Therefore, if you want to continue with this process, seek out more information on the subject. Meditation is one of the most effective ways to activate the pineal gland. Focusing on the third eye, that is, concentrating on the point between the eyebrows, is a well-known technique. During meditation, many people imagine a light or an energy point in this area, which helps to direct attention and energy precisely to the pineal gland. In addition, deep and controlled breathing is essential, as it calms the mind and allows energy to flow more freely through the body, creating the ideal environment for activating the gland. Another important technique is exposure to natural light. The pineal gland is extremely sensitive to light, and regular exposure to the sun can keep its function in balance. However, it is essential to avoid excessive exposure to artificial light, especially at night. This is because artificial light can disrupt and interrupt the production of melatonin. By integrating these practices into your daily life, you can not only improve the health of your pineal gland, but also intensify its connection with other dimensions. With meditation and proper care, it is possible to discover new ways of perceiving reality and connecting more deeply. This is an ongoing process that requires patience and dedication, but the benefits for physical, mental, and spiritual well-being are immeasurable. It is known that fluoride calcifies the pineal gland, greatly reducing its powers and potentially causing numerous harms. Unfortunately, fluoride is present in our daily lives in a very intense way, as it is found in treated water, toothpastes, and some foods. These calcifications are changes that form due to the accumulation of minerals such as calcium and magnesium and are usually identified in imaging tests, such as magnetic resonance imaging or computed tomography. Choosing filtered water and using fluoride-free oral hygiene products is an effective measure. To avoid calcification, it is also recommended to reduce the intake of processed foods and use certain natural supplements, such as vitamin D, which can also contribute to the proper functioning of the pineal gland. Foods rich in antioxidants, such as fruits and vegetables, are very effective against the damage caused by free radicals, allowing this powerful gland to function properly. Including these foods in your daily diet can strengthen the health of the gland, as it creates an internal balance that is essential. Fruits such as blueberries, strawberries, and grapes, as well as dark green vegetables, are excellent sources of antioxidants that help neutralize free radicals. In addition, combining a diet rich in antioxidants with other healthy practices, such as meditation and exposure to natural light, enhances the positive effects on the pineal gland. In this way, you will be creating a favorable internal environment so that this small but powerful gland can play its role in harmonizing the body, mind, and spirit. For centuries, yogis have taught that the third eye, which they called the eye of intuition, when properly developed or opened through yoga, produces a state of mental ecstasy and a subtle intuitive awareness. Recent research has confirmed that this ancient yogic concept not only shows that the pineal gland affects our internal organs, but also interferes with our emotional state. By exploring and activating this small but powerful gland, we can expand our consciousness and connect with the cosmos in ways we may never have imagined. In this way, we allow this inner connection to guide us, bringing more clarity, balance, and harmony to our body, mind, and spirit. Therefore, taking care of this gland is, in essence, taking care of our own spiritual evolution and the path to a higher consciousness. However, it is important to remember that this process must be done with balance and respect at our own pace. There is no rush, and each step taken towards strengthening the pineal gland is a step towards self-knowledge. And in this way, we can live more consciously, connected with our essence, and with the vast universe of which we are a part. If you found this video interesting and useful, don't forget to like, share it with friends and family, and subscribe to the channel to receive more content about spirituality. Thank you very much for watching this video until the end. See you soon.